You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I'm coming at you with another live stream. Ever since Charlie Kirk passed away, there's been an uptick of people doing nefarious things, whether it be in the chat, whether it be other places. And it's getting to a point that people are seriously crashing out based on their opinion. People are really losing their mind based on an opinion of others. People have no heart, no compassion. They don't want to repent if they're wrong. They don't want to apologize. People are just losing their mind. They're crashing out. And see, with his passing, it has exposed a lot of people. It has exposed a lot of people in this world today. How you doing, Mrs. Eldridge? Tell Mr. Eldridge I say hello. For the most part, I could agree with that. For the most part, I could agree with that, Keystone. It's getting crazy out here, y'all. So without further ado, just listen to what Fox News have to say. Listen to this.
Meanwhile, another left-wing group doubling down on hate in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Posters advertising Georgetown University's John Brown Gun Club have appeared on campus, and they read, quote, "Hey fascist, catch." That's a reference to the message that was written on the shell casing used by the man accused of murdering Charlie Kirk. The poster told people to join the, quote, "only political group that celebrates when Nazis die." Unbelievable. Students were horrified with some.
And Georgetown is a predominantly Black university. Georgetown is predominantly a Black university. Where Patrick Ewing played basketball, Alonzo Mourning played basketball at Georgetown. You had a great Georgetown coach at that time. I forget the man's name. You have many people went through this. Sleepy Floyd. It's predominantly a Black university out there in the DMV. And they are acting racist. Just like the HCBU that Ringo talked about, how they was being racist, how they threatened those two white men's life. Georgetown University out there in the DMV. I'm telling you, these are not my people. I only deal with civilized Black people. I do not deal with savages. I don't claim them. They're not my people. I only deal with civilized American people. I don't want to deal with savages. I don't want to deal with savages. Neither should y'all. If you are getting yourself situated where you can take your family out of these hoods, out of these environments, out of these congested places, do what you need to do as a man. Get them out of there. Because it is so disrespectful. What did Charlie Kirk did to y'all? You got a lot of Black men very upset with Charlie Kirk. You have some women very upset with Charlie Kirk based on opinions. How can you say that you love this country or love God in Christ and you don't even love your fellow American? You are sick. You should be ashamed of yourself. And this is why a lot of you are going to go into planet hell, and you're going to be dealing with a lot of issues in the upcoming years. Make no mistake about it. If you want to kill people over opinions, you are a demon sinner, no matter who it is. I'm going to rewind back. And before I rewind it back, make sure you double tap the like button on your way in. Double tap the like button on your way in. It's open up to everyone, to my moderators, please. I'm asking you, please, if you ain't busy, pay attention to the chat. I would appreciate it. I know y'all got things going on, and I appreciate y'all being here. If you're watching in the clouds especially, pay attention to the chat, because when I go in, I'm about to go in. And so you know they're going to come out. They're just waiting to see what's going to be offensive to them. Meanwhile, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And make sure you hit all notifications. We got 61 people viewing. If we get the lights up, that's support, y'all. Continue to get the lights up. So without further ado, we're going to rewind back and listen to what this lady has to say. Listen.
Meanwhile, another left-wing group doubling down on hate in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Posters advertising Georgetown University's John Brown Gun Club have appeared on campus, and they read, quote, "Hey fascist, catch." That's a reference to the message that was written on the shell casing used by the man accused of murdering Charlie Kirk. The poster told people to join the, quote, "only political group that celebrates when Nazis die." Unbelievable. Students were horrified, with some saying they feared for their safety.
So obviously I read this immediately as a threat, not only for me, but for everyone on this campus, every conservative, everyone who just does not subscribe to the prevailing leftist orthodoxy. This is a direct threat against them. It means that there are students at this campus who would want to see conservatives dead rather than engaging with their ideas, rather than facilitating a political discourse.
I'm glad the young gentleman said what he said, because you have some conservatives that's in that university being threatened by these Ibarasi folks. It's uncalled for. So you have black conservatives that's being attacked by these Ibarasis right now. Being a conservative, they want to kill you. Having moral values, they want to kill you. Want to have a family, want to have a wife, want to have a house, want to be in a great area, they want to kill you. People want to kill you. These people are not who we think they are. There's a lot of sinners on this earth, y'all. And ever since Mr. Kirk passed away, we're starting to see a lot of these black folks ain't our people. I don't claim these savages. I don't claim them. Moderators, you know your job, right? Moderators, you see what's going on in the chat, right? I'm paying attention to what's going on in the chat. There's one thing, you're going to say something. Be respectful to the host. Be respectful to my platform. You're not going to come up in here and say certain buzzwords in my chat. Moderators, block the person, please. Y'all should be on top of it. Certain names, certain groups, no, we're not going to play that. Learn how to speak in code in my chat. Learn how to speak in code in my chat. This ain't no free for all. Because see, at the end of the day, this is my channel. Don't think I don't know what's going on. The point is, you got to be harmless as a, wise as a snake, harmless as a dove. So, moderator, block that person. Hello, Brenda. How you doing? Let's go rewind back the video.
Who would want to see conservatives dead rather than engaging with their ideas, rather than facilitating a political discourse.
You heard what he said? They want to see conservatives dead. Then dealing with the political differences. I'm telling you, man, these demons and warlocks and witches, they want to see us gone, man. They don't want to see us around. Let's see what Secretary Linda, but man, Or yeah, let's go.
And Education Secretary Linda McMahon was outraged, saying that allowing violent rhetoric to fester on our nation's campuses without consequences is dangerous. It must be condemned. Georgetown releasing a statement this morning which reads, Georgetown University has no tolerance for calls for violence or threats to the university. The flyers have been removed and the university is investigating this incident and working to ensure the safety of our community. Paul, I want to start with the breaking news. This seems to leave no doubt that this individual had an anti-ICE motive. And it seems like he could have been a copycat if he was looking at videos of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, so that's what happens when you do this stuff and you normalize it, right? And the NYPD did 15 years of counterterrorism. And when something happens, even anywhere around the world, you're always worried about a copycat locally. So that's why when something happens, you hear NYPD is putting cars in front of mosques, NYPD is putting cars in front of synagogues, because you're worried about this kind of follow-on effect. So all I would say is a couple of things real quick relative to the ICE thing here specifically. Number one, ICE is now in a position where you're going to have to do counter surveillance. And this guy made it very clear. I want them now to be worried about their own safety. Well, you know what? I hate to say it, but he's going to get some of that because they have to do this to protect themselves. Understand that costs money, that costs resources.
You see, the governor of California want to dox all the ICE agents that's out there in California. He wants blood. He don't want solutions in California. He wants blood. Governor Newsom wants blood in California on the ICE agents and on the American citizens, for that matter, because he signed a bill to protect migrants, criminals at that. This is crazy, y'all. This demonic energy is getting wild out here. Let's go.
It could be put into the kind of law enforcement we all want to see, not only in the immigration area, but in violence, okay? This is going to be a draw from the federal government. Number two, we need a domestic terrorism law. I'm sorry, but we do. All of our terrorism law, I got a piece coming out tomorrow on foxnews.com. So check it out if you have access to the website. The thing in our laws, it's a ghost in the machine. It has to be foreign. And everybody's worried about the fact that if we do domestic, each side's going to use it against the other. That's valid. I get that. But there's a way to construct it to guard against that. At some point, we have to stop kidding ourselves.
I agree with this gentleman. I agree with this gentleman that's talking right down there. I agree with him 100%. He's right on the money.
You know what they charge Mangione with? Stalking in order to get the murder charge. That's not stalking. That is politically inspired murder. It is terrorism. We have to stop kidding ourselves. There is a terrorist group active in this country right now. It's amorphous. It's a bunch of different groups. You have Antifa, you have all of these groups. But to me, this is the equivalent right now of running, let's say, against the Soviets. There's attacks every week. We can't have this. We got to get serious.
Yeah, and that domestic.
And that means also these black racist hate groups too. He knows about them, and don't think Mr. Trump don't know about them. He knows about them. Miss Bridge says, I can't speak on behalf of the black. Now, Miss Bridge, when you use the but, you cancel out. You know that, right? When you use the word but, that means you're speaking on behalf of the black people. You have to cancel out. Folks, when you use the word but, just know that you don't mean what you say. Corey, what's going on, fam? All right, let's continue, y'all.
Terror law would give Pambondi federal jurisdiction, so it could make a difference in a lot of these cases. You know, Ainsley, going back to the Georgetown story and this, what some would interpret as calls for violence or at least celebrating a killer. I mean, I went to Georgetown University, proud to have gone there, Hoya Sachs. I love my time there. And it resonates to hear that was the head of the college Republican say he felt threatened. I was in that club and, you know, you should be able to go intern in the White House.
So here's the thing. Conservatives that's in Georgetown alumni is being attacked by these leftist groups, by these hate groups. You should be going to college to learn something. Now it's getting to the point it's unsafe in these colleges. Can y'all get rid of that troll? Let me get my phone. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get my phone ready just in case. Let me see if this troll's in the chat. Let me see if this troll's in the chat. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Let me get my phone. Where's it at? I had it by me somewhere. Give me 1 second, y'all. I told people don't come in my chat being disrespectful. Get rid of that person, y'all. Moderator, get rid of that person. That's in the chat right now. They're not in the chat right now. Okay. They're not in the chat. They haven't said anything yet. So see, you can't be disrespectful in my chat. They're not playing that stuff. All right. Let's continue, y'all. Everything's good. I'm just seeing it on my end. They're just not in the chat yet.
House or express your political view on that campus.
It's crazy that if you don't subscribe to the left's far progressive policies, then you're considered a threat, you're considered a target, you're considered a Nazi, and with...
That's what they calling us. Ma'am, that's what they calling us. Anybody that has common sense, oh my goodness, forgive me, y'all. Let me get it back up. Anybody that has common sense, I got to get it right back up, y'all. I pressed the wrong button. Anybody that has common sense, this is what they consider you as. Give me 1 second. I messed up, y'all. Let me get it correct. Let's rewind back the video a little bit. All right, let me get that troll. Now you out of here. Bye, troll. Got you out of here. You packed up. Okay. Rewind back. Here we go.
Don't subscribe to the left's far progressive policies, then you're considered a threat, you're considered a target, you're considered a Nazi. And with these kinds of messages, this is what gives the copycats the ideas. They think it's okay to go and silence Republicans because they feel like they're a martyr, which is similar to a terrorism organization. Now they feel they're dying to please a God, you know, so it's...
To please Satan, man. To please Satan. They want to please Satan. They don't want to please God. They want to please Satan, the fallen ones.
They feel empowered. I know most are not radical and going to go out and shoot someone, but this is what puts ideas in those that are radical, and that's what's scary. We saw this all kind of bubble up. I know we're going to be talking about the Atlantic and how attacks from the left are outnumbering those from the right. There's a story today, but we saw that in the summer of 2020. Where you had cops being injured, you had property damage, 574 riots. Kamala went on Stephen Colbert's show and said, rioters are not going to stop. They shouldn't stop. We're not going to stop supporting them. There are very...
Kamala Harris, the former vice president, said that. Wow. The former vice president said that they don't need to stop. You see, they want blood, y'all. They want blood against those who have value, who love their family, who love their children, who love the wife loved the husband, the man loved his lady, the lady loved her man. They don't want that. And we got to keep pushing this out against these sinners. They want to silence our voice. I'm telling you, this is crazy.
Very few far left voices speaking out right now, and we need more leaders on the left to come out and say, This has got to stop.
Yep, and good for Georgetown for taking down those posters. Emily, that Atlantic piece, they said there were 5 examples of domestic terrorism coming from the left up until July 4th. So that doesn't include Charlie, that doesn't include ICE, but they concluded that this is putting 2025 on pace to be the left's most violent year in more than 3 decades.
Wow. According to the Atlantic, by July 4th of this year, far-left extremists have already been responsible for 5 terrorist attacks and plots, putting 2025 on pace to be the left's most violent year in more than 3 decades. Man, this is wild.
Which is why I said this last night, that the violence seems to be the exclamation mark on political rhetoric from the left. All that shows is how deeply the right is winning. And by winning, it just means representing the American people authentically and to their values. And it seems that the left's only response is violence right now. And to your point, the dearth of leadership that says, if everyone would come together and have just one presser, one statement released by the Democrat leadership in the House and the Senate saying, we absolutely condemn all violence, please tamp it down. And a quick note, too, about the responsibility of journalism, as you discussed the shooter of the ICE facility, how he said he was tracking the apps. Well, remember when CNN did their entire segment on that app and it shot up and became the number.
You know what? CNN did show an app. CNN show an app how you can follow these ICE agents. I'm surprised CNN is still up. I'm surprised CNN is still up for what they did. They literally gave out the details on how to track ICE agents and their family members. This is crazy. This is some crazy stuff, y'all, man. You can't go to colleges. You got to be mindful in the workplace. You don't know who's going to crash out on you based on your opinion. We can't have opinions in America. This is not freedom. We could agree to disagree. It doesn't give you the right to kill somebody because you disagree with them. This is not looking good, y'all. Let's rewind this back. I'm glad they're calling it out. Listen.
The apps. Well, remember when CNN did their entire segment on that app and it shot up and became the #1 free app on Apple of tracking ICE movements. That led to death. That literally led to death, although it was the unintended deaths. And a life is a life. I know the left doesn't see it that way, but the right does too. And I know, per our conversation yesterday about the intersect of encryption on phones, thank goodness we can get into that perp's phone. Yeah. So all the people that are saying, oh, it's privacy above all else, we wouldn't get that information, but for being able to get in there. It's a longer conversation about that, but believe me, I stand squarely on the side of law enforcement being able to claw back that data from these perps.
Fantastic point. And Rosanna.
Yeah. We need to know why CNN allowed this to happen. Salute to Federal Studios. Once again, Federal Studios, condolences to your family. Enjoy yourself at the Padres game, fam. I know you're going to put up some footage on Instagram. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to put up at the game. Enjoy yourself or whoever you're with. Matter of fact, once again, condolences to you, man. And have fun. We have Robert in the house. Make sure y'all all get the like, hit the like button on your way in, double tap the like button on your way in. Be respectful in the chat. We could agree to disagree. At the same time, you got this Sean talking about black men love to play captain, save a European. No. Make America great again. It's not about race. It's about us being on point. And you don't want to be on point. You love sin. You love sin. CNN should be ashamed of themselves for what they did. Listen to what this lady said they did. Listen.
He was tracking the apps. Well, remember when CNN did their entire segment on that app and it shot up and became the #1 free app on Apple of tracking ICE movements. That led to death. That literally led to death, although it was the unintended deaths. And a life is a life. I know the left doesn't see it that way, but the right does too. And I know, per our conversation yesterday about the intersect of encryption on phones, thank goodness we can get into that perp's phone.
Yeah.
So all the people that are saying, oh, it's privacy above all else, we wouldn't get that information but for being able to get in there. It's a longer conversation about that, but believe me, I stand squarely on the side of law enforcement being able to claw back that data from these perps.
Fantastic point. And Rosanna, the nation's identifying this political violence as a problem. 71% tell Quinnipiac it's a problem, up from 54%.
So very serious problem is 71%. Somewhat serious problem is 22%. Not so serious problem, 3%. Not a problem at all, 1%. I wonder who put this in a poll.
In just June. It's nearly a 20-point rise.
Also, I mean, you mentioned it with the campus that you went to, Georgetown University, to see those hate posters on display. It's not free speech on display. It's a warning shot. And frankly, I have to say, I'm so confused because Georgetown was founded by a Jesuit priest. So you would think it would be a right-leaning conservative university, but it's not like that anymore, right? I mean, you would know, you went there.
Yeah, I mean, there are certainly people from the left. These could have been outside actors that put up the posters. Right. I'm just proud to see Georgetown taking it down. I did a White House internship. I used to get up and wait by the front gates at like 5 a.m. when it was still dark. And kids should be able to do that and feel safe on campus. I don't know if I'd feel safe there today, but good for Georgetown.
Good for Georgetown getting this nipping in the bud, because you got them black racists or these other racists who didn't like Charlie Kirk, his own didn't like him, some of his own didn't like him. You have these black racists and other race groups who didn't like him because he wanted to see America be great again. You got a lot of people in America, y'all don't want to see America great again. The question I have for y'all who can't stand America, why are you here? If you cannot stand America in the direction it's going, why are you here? Why are you here? Nobody is telling you to stay here. If you say you got certain things going on, whatever that may be, and you have the funds to leave without being affected, then go. We need to see more sinners go. There's too many people in sin down here, down in this country. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, y'all. Let's continue.
Georgetown for being on it.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Or
give me 1 second. We're going to go to the next one. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. We got another one to go to. Okay, listen to this. Now, I don't know if it's legit. You tell me, the viewers. We're going to listen what this guy said. Listen to this. This person say he hated Charlie Kirk. Listen. Look at this character. 1 second.
To anything that he said or believed. It's weird because I remember the first video that I saw of his that actually changed my mind a little bit, and that's neither here nor there, but after that I kind of developed, I suppose, like a one-sided relationship that I could only describe as being like a boss battle in a really challenging game, but every time you win, he gets stronger. You know, obviously it wasn't like a physical fight or anything like that. It was more just like concepts and ideas. Like I'd click a video of his and go, okay, is he gonna win, change my mind, or am I gonna win? become further strengthened in my ideas. That's something I think a lot of people don't appreciate. I'll explain that more later. I was never going into it hoping for one or the other. It was more just interest in the ideas and what the truth was. I had respect for him, not because I agreed with his ideas, because I disagreed with a lot of his ideas until the very end, but because he had conviction in it and a willingness to talk about the challenging things. There are other debate political talking heads out there that I hear them talk and I'm just like, you don't believe this. I think for better or worse, Charlie usually meant the things that he said, so there weren't questions about Charlie per se. It was just the validity of his ideas. Charlie was one of the very first conservative voices that I'd ever heard who actually changed my mind on something. And it's weird because until yesterday, I didn't know he was younger than me. I think he gave a lot of people the confidence to speak up for the things they believe in. I think he gave people a space to question things no matter how popular they might be in the zeitgeist. I think he brought debates to college campuses, which is where it's supposed to be. What I think a lot of people don't realize is that yes, his debates gave people confidence in their conservative and their Christian ideals, but it also gave liberals confidence in their own ideals. You do not truly know your opinions until you have them challenged and have the opportunity to defend them, and he gave that to people constantly. I might have a few more videos about Charlie and at least one subscriber one so it doesn't get deleted, but ultimately to wrap things up, I'll just say this. Stick with me for a second. In the game Shadow of Mordor, there was a system called the Nemesis system where anytime you would defeat an enemy, potentially it was permanent, potentially it was not, and potentially they would come back stronger because they would learn your tactics and improve upon them to defeat you.
Well, basically, a lot of people didn't like the fact that he made you think about your premises of what you believe in. Let me just say thank you, Bridget, 9584, excuse me, for the $20 super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the work. She says, one nation under God, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Exactly. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that, Bridget. Here we got this person saying, I'm the only one who's sick and tired of all the pointing both sides of the sour, rotten, both and paid for by, oh my gosh. We're not going to play this game. I'm not for that. Listen, I'm not for that. I'm not for that stuff. I'm not for that rhetoric. I don't agree with that rhetoric, James. James, this is the reason why you couldn't come in the chat. I don't agree with that rhetoric. I wanted the people to see that real quickly, to show you the hate that most people have that's not showing on the chat. You can't blame a certain group. I told you, I got to know how to speak in code. I mean, you folks, what kind of school did most of you go to? Like, can you learn how to speak in code? My goodness. Look, at the end of the day, we're going to get right to it. Let me get you to somewhere. Okay, we got this racist. We got another racist person. I'm going to show y'all this, the hate that they have for Charlie Kirk. Look at this racist person here, y'all. We're about to get to this racist person right here. Listen to this.
So I wanted to talk about Proverbs 21:7. It says, the violence of the wicked will drag them away because they refuse to do what's right. And that's exactly what happened to Charlie Kirk. He continuously spouted hate speech, rhetoric that was anti-black, misinformation, lies about statistics. And he met an end that is tragic because he has children. But is it really that unexpected? When you start lying about a whole race of people and stoking bigotry and prejudice, and that's really what your legacy is, arguing for college students who are ill-prepared to defend their arguments. And this is a person who was a college dropout A perfect example of white privilege.
You see the hate that people have for this man. You see the focus of the hate, this bigotry that these people have. Do you want this person to be running your business? I would not want this person to run my business. I would not want this black racist person run my business. He never lied. Pack that person on out of here, moderators. Get rid of Lots. Get rid of Lots. LOTSMACHA. Get rid of that person, moderator. Block that person. Pack that person up on out of here. He never lied. We have a racist person in the building. Listen to this Dumbo here.
It's sad for his children, but come on. So I wanted to talk about Proverbs 21:7. It says, the violence of the wicked will drag them away because they refuse to do what's right. And that's exactly what happened to Charlie Kirk. He continuously spouted hate speech, rhetoric that was anti-black, misinformation, lies about statistics.
Lies.
And he met an end that is tragic because he has children. But is it really that unexpected? When you start lying about a whole race of people and stoking bigotry and prejudice. And that's really what your legacy is, arguing for college students who are ill-prepared to defend their arguments. And this is a person who was a college dropout. A perfect example of white.
So you're gonna disrespect people who dropped out? You see, this is what I'm saying. Look how disrespectful. He's disrespectful to the man that passed away because he dropped out. You can't even do what he did with your evil self. You could not ever accomplish what he did at a young age. You cannot even do 1/5 of what he did, because for one, you evil. For two, you racist. For three, you love black on black crime or any other crime. You love sin. You love to live off of women. You want to see your people in poverty. You want to see this country in poverty. We want to see America great again. We want to see it at its glory for God. And you work for the devil. You're a devil in a suit. We don't like any person that is against God. It's against Christ. It's against moral values. It's against winning. It's against taking care of your family. I guarantee you this bozo don't even take care of his own family. Disrespecting people that ain't go to college. He did more than you. And matter of fact, he did more for not everybody else. He did more for black people. There was a lot of black people that learned from that man to become better fathers. You teaching vulgar and hate. Listen, at the end of the day, a lot of these people don't want to see you win. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people don't want to see you win. It's just very, very, very disrespectful, y'all. Now we're gonna get to this sinner that spoke blasphemy on Mrs. Kirk. This dude go by the name of New Breed. He disrespect Mrs. Kirk again, y'all. This New Breed Global Truth is one of the few of many racist, occultic, Black Hebrew Israelite occultic. He doesn't like white people. He hates white people with a passion. And he claimed that Mrs. Kirk slept with Mr. Trump. That's blasphemy. May Mr. Trump find out that you said that and they deal with you according to the law. Now watch this, y'all. Let's get to him real quick. Let's get to that real quick. Let me show you something. Now watch what this devil says. Watch this. Watch the lies he says. Listen to this. Listen to the disrespect he's about to show you. Look at what this demon said. Let's listen to this.
Truman Show. Y'all know when Truman, when he got out of line, she hit up another handler. Hey, look, I don't know what's up, but he's starting to wake up. Man, y'all make sure y'all get the likes up on the video, man. We should be well over 1,000. They keep trying to stick us right under 1,000. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's get it.
That's not me talking. That's that demon down there, y'all. That's
I'm telling you.
There.
That track. Erica was a beauty pageant queen. She's Miss Arizona, and she ran for Miss USA in 2012, which was owned by Trump at the time.
Yep.
She is 5 years old.
Look at them kids, man. Look, that might be Trump. That may be baby Trump. I'm just saying. That may be baby Trump.
Did you hear what this guy just said, y'all? Did you hear what this racist black YouTuber just said? He said that may be big. Oh my, y'all. This guy is putting himself in a situation he will not get out of. This senator just literally said that Charlie Kirk's baby belongs to Donald Trump, y'all. Isaiah 5:20. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. That's correct, Tamara. Oh my goodness, he's exposed, y'all. He's exposed again, as always. Listen.
But it is part of the rules. Part of the rules. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with y'all, man.
It means a beautiful, usually very intelligent women who are intentionally put next to a man in rising power as a way to control him, motivate him, and keep him going on.
Yeah, they need those. You need that woman next to him to keep him motivated, keep him in line, subliminally put him back in check. Whole time she trying to get to that bag. Whole time they be trying to get to that bag. Whole time they be having other people on the line, these other guys on the line like, hey. And they be knowing all his business, all his shortcomings, everything. That honeypot will be dishing out that information and everybody be in on it. It'll be literally an organized front against this person. Sort of like the Truman Show. Y'all know when Truman, when he got out of line, she hit up another handler. Hey, look, I don't know what's up, but he's starting to wake up. Man, y'all make sure y'all get the likes up on the video, man. We should be well over 1,000. They keep trying to stick us right under 1,000. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's get it. Yep. I'm telling you.
That track. Erica was a beauty pageant queen. She's Miss Arizona, and she ran for Miss USA in 2012, which was owned by Trump at the time.
Yep.
She is 5 years old.
Look at them kids, man. Look, that might be Trump. That may be baby Trump. I'm just saying. That may be baby Trump. I'm just saying. Hey, I could speculate. But
I told y'all. Get that person Johnny out of here. Pack up Johnny out of here. Moderators, pack up Johnny out of here. Johnny's in the chat. Pack him up out of here. If y'all see Johnny, pack him up. Pack up Johnny out of here, y'all. Johnny Robinson, pack that troll up out of here. Pack that troll. If you see that troll, get him on out of here. Yes, exactly. He's playing a dangerous game. That demon, that warlock, he's a warlock, y'all. That new breed global truth, which is no truth in him, he's a warlock. There's a lot of people that secretly is exposing themselves for a minute. He didn't like me. He didn't like Ringo. He didn't like Brainwaves. Get Johnny Robinson out of here, moderators. Moderators, he's in the building. Get him out of here. Corey, block the person. Don't move the message. Block the person. If anybody's being disrespectful, block them. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake, Jimmy. He made a mistake. Let me get Johnny out of here. Let me get Johnny out of here myself. I blocked him. Corey, learn how to block. You made a mistake with Jimmy's message. You removed Jimmy's message by mistake. We got him out of here. Oh, we got this person coming in my chat called Farrah. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with this. Farrah says, you're a grifter for money with a heavy tongue and a slick jaw. You one of the many reasons black men are not taken seriously in large. Go find something constructive to do for your community. Farrah, come in the chat and say that again. Learn how to speak the lingo correctly. Farrah. Farrah. You racist, Farrah? Let us know in the chat you racist. You watching me talking about I'm a grifter and I got a slack jaw. Everything's so funny to you. Oh, you so racist. You don't love your own people, Farrah. Farrah, you don't love your own people. Farrah. Do you love your own people, Farrah? Do you love America, Farrah? Farrah, you love America or you hate America? Now she think everything's a joke. Look at this, y'all. Farrah thinks everything's a joke. And then she says, we don't take black men serious. You in my chat for to say that? You in my chat to say you don't take black men serious? So prove to me I'm a grifter. How I'm a grifter? Farrah, how I'm a grifter? See, Farrah's the type of woman that she don't want to see her man grow. I guarantee you her man is a simp. Her man can't go out without permission. She got him on lock. And then here comes the captive savior. How she's racist. Look at the captive savior simp. Black male simp. How is she racist? How is she racist? That's probably Farrah's second account. Farrah uses somebody else's photo. She's so ashamed of herself, she's using somebody else's photo. Yo, these people are weird, y'all. Y'all can remove the person. You don't love this country. Farrah, you don't love this country. You're a liar. Because if you love this country, why you hate Charlie Kirk so much? What did Charlie Kirk do to you? What did Charlie Kirk do to you that you hate him so much? You don't love your community. Why your community is in shambles? Farrah, why is the black community in shambles? Exactly, Marissa Eldridge. Let me go back to what you said. She is definitely one of New Demons. Yeah. New Broke sent her over there. New Breeze sent her over here. Exactly, Corey. Farrah, you are a racist black woman. You are a hypocrite, one of New Breed supporters. Exactly. Don't be triggered. Triggered by what? You can't get me upset. You can't get me upset. You cannot get me upset, Farrah. You cannot get me upset. We got another demon in the building. They saying things behind the scenes, y'all. Get rid of circumcised, please. Moderators block circumcised. Moderators block circumcised right now. Come on now. Catch on. Moderators block circumcised. Get them out of here. Matter of fact, let me do it because you're taking long. You're taking long. You're behind time. I got them out of here. I got them out of here. Yeah, Pharaoh is a witch working with New Breed, of course. You got this demon talking about, why are you sticking up for your oppressor? That's not my oppressor. That's my brother. Charlie Kirk is my brother. Charlie Kirk is one of us that stands for truth. What have you done for the community, Ritter? What have you done for your daughters, your nieces? Why is the black woman in your community being savages? Why are they disrespecting other women of other ethnicities? Why are they going to school being pregnant at the age of 13, 14 years old, Rita? Rita, since you love your community, and Pharaoh, since you love your community, why is these young girls under your lineage is getting pregnant at 13, 14? Shouldn't they be learning how to be more productive in society? I'm telling you, black folks is done, y'all. Black folks, the majority of black folks is done. They either on some type of drug, some type of substance. They on demon time. They either a warlock, a witch, trying to cast spells. You can't be around these people too long. Only a few. Be around too many black folks. Be around too many sinners. It's not good for your health. All these people gonna call me coons. They've been calling me raccoons. They've been calling me a sellout, yet they're not doing anything for the community. Let me show y'all what these savages is doing right now. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you what these savages is doing right now. Let me go to my Instagram real quick. Let me show y'all what these savages is doing. Because see, these savages, what they do is act the fool. I'm gonna show y'all right now. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these savages. Look at these savages. Look at them. Look at them. They spit on a security officer. They spit on a security officer. Look at the savages. Look at them. 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 Look at these savages. Look at these monsters. Let me show you something. These savages, right? Look what he's doing to his lady. Look what he's doing to this. Look at them. Look at these demons. Look at these demons in New York. Look at these demons. Look at these demons. Look at these demons in New York. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these demons. Look at these demons. Look at these demons, y'all. Look at them. Look at these savages. Look at these savages. Got their women strung out in the street. You, Rita, I got a question for you, Rita and Farrah. Since you want to defend sin, why these black men in your community got you strung out, got you on lean, got you on dope, got you sniffing crack, got you You know what, Bridge? I'm going to give you a wrench. Bridge, I'm going to give you a wrench right now. Matter of fact, Bridge, you're going to get a wrench right now. Let me give you a wrench, Bridge. Let me give you a wrench. You deserve a wrench over here. I'm going to give you a wrench today. Welcome to the Mod Squad. You deserve a wrench, Bridge. She says, I'm mod for other conservatives channels. I'm here if y'all need backup. Well, you got a wrench. You're welcome over here. You're welcome over here, Bridge. Thank you. Thank you not only for your support, you coming in here with the common sense. You got these savages. You got these savages that supposedly look like me. They're not my people. I asked a question to Tara and to the other woman and this savage. Notice they left the chat. The minute I asked them this question, why do they got the women strung on high, drugs, prostituting? Do you know that, I could show y'all videos of black men prostituting their wives that's upset with Charlie Kirk if they prostituting their wives. Listen, you got black men right now as we speak that claim they love their community prostituting their wives. Put a 5 in the chat if you have seen that. Put a 5 in the chat if you have came across that situation. Don't be ashamed. We need to call it out. I need confirmation. Put a 5 in the chat if you've seen these savages prostituting their wives to single men or to men in other relationships. Why are they not in the chat now? Why is Farrah in the chat when I'm talking out? Since they so hate Charlie Kirk, I could show you better than I could tell you. I could show you better than I could tell you. These savages, these racist black men. We had a black Hebrew Israelite racist black man a few months ago. Had his wife on the track. So Rita, why black men got their wives out here prostituting? I asked you a question, Rita. Stop playing this. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here. Answer the question. Do you know how to comprehend? Answer the question. I don't want to hear no ring around the color. Can you answer the question or you can't answer the question? It's so hard for you to comprehend, Rita. It's so hard for you to comprehend the question. Why is it that the savages that is in your community prostituting their wives in 2025? Do y'all want to see receipts? Do y'all want to see receipts? Because see, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you racist savages. You got dudes out here that so-called black men that care, so-called quote-unquote care about the black community, got their wives out here prostituting in 2025. Correct. Correct, Jimmy. Correct. 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 You're absolutely correct. Well, you thought I wasn't going to get on you, so-called black people? You thought that I wasn't going to get on you tonight? Now you want to say, no, I don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Bridget, not only they do it to the black woman, they do it to other ethnicity women too. That is low self-esteem. Any woman that's low self-esteem, get with these savages. Get with these black male savages, white male savages, the list goes on. You listen, ladies, you should be getting with highly IQ men. Don't get with no savage man in particular, let alone a black man too, because he's the savages of them all. You got savages of white men, you got savages of Latino, Asian. However, I'm talking about this shine black man that claims he loves women, can't provide for women, can't provide for his children. He out here trying to get another woman pregnant. It's only low self-esteem women getting pregnant by these savages. Give me 1 second. I'll show you something. Let me see if I can find it. Let me go back to my Instagram. Because these savages, I'm telling you. These savages out here, I'm telling you, they crazy. They are crazy. Let's see if I find it. That's not it. That's not it. Look at these savages. Look at these savages.
No. Okay.
Look at them.
No. All right.
Look at them. Look at this.
No. Okay. No. All right.
That's in Far Rockaway, Queens. That's in Far Rockaway, Queens, where these savages, these women are attacking other ethnicity women. These black women savages. That's in Far Rockaway, Queens, New York, Jimmy. That's in Far Rockaway, Queens, New York. You know why a lot of women with HIV, Keystone, 309 technology? You know why a lot of these women are with HIV? Because they deal with low self-esteem men. Listen, ladies, you're better off to yourself than dealing with these savages. Listen, there's not enough pause. I know many women have certain situations. They want a man to be with them and do certain things. Ladies, close your legs. Don't give yourself to these savages. Ladies, don't give yourself to these low vibrational savages. It might come to a point you may have to share a man if the woman agrees to it. I mean, it's bad out there. It's bad out there for real. I don't know when that happened. You know how people get these clips and put it on their Instagram? I'm just letting you know it's a lot of young people that are on demon time in New York City. Look at this. Look what this racist person said. You are a tool. Did you receive your 30 purses of silver? You the one who killed Christ, not me. You black savages killed Christ, not me. You black savages gave Christ to the Roman Empire to kill him. Even Caesar, I mean not Caesar, even the Roman Empire said, this man have done no wrong. Why should we kill him? I'm paraphrasing. You black devils killed Christ, just like you want to kill me. Do you notice that a lot of these people that look like me want to see me gone? She's right. There is no cure for that. Ladies do better. Your chakra is magical. Respect it. I agree. Telling you. You got a lot of savages, y'all. You got a lot of savages out here. Hold on. Let me see if I find it. Look at this savage.
No, thank you.
Can I give out your number or you want to change your mind? Stop playing with me, start typing. I'm not playing with you. Type the number in, girl. Keep it. You good? All right, I'm going to text you. Baby, can I get your number?
No, thank you.
All right, bitch.
You can't even tell no to a savage. You can't tell no to a savage because then he want to break your window. Then he want to unalive you. You got men out here that can't take no from a woman. They want to unalive the woman. You got women out here that can't take no from a man. They want to unalive the man. It's a bunch of savages. Yes, Pontius Pilate got him killed. However, Mrs. Bridget, it was the Pharisees and Sadducees that took him and unalived him. The Pharisees and Sadducees unalived Christ. That's who killed him. That's who wanted him dead. Because he healed the blind, he healed the people, he healed the Gentiles. And a lot of people didn't like that. He wanted people to move correctly. The devil was mad. What's up, Lively Cuz? What's going on? It's just a simple fact that these savages out here, ladies, you got to be very careful. Make sure you learn how to use, you know what? Protect yourselves. Carry what you need to carry on you. Because it's a lot of male savages out here. And fellas, believe it or not, there's a lot of female savages out here. You got women out here that's unaliving dudes because he say, I don't want you. Got to be very careful. You got to vet these women, fellas. Ladies, you got to vet these men. People are not who they claim they are. You got to do research. You got to do background checks on these people. You know? Sometimes when you that wild, you need a time out to learn how to do better. Jimmy, people don't want to learn how to do better. They don't want to learn how to do better. They want to kill you. People want to kill you based on their opinion. You know how many people try to threaten me? Don't think law enforcement ain't watching. Don't think the feds ain't watching. They watching everybody's channel. Especially what happened to Charlie Kirk. They watching. YouTube is doing guidelines, changes. You know? So, I'm telling you. Yeah. So, look, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for taking the time to come through. You know, who's taking scriptures out of context like big cuts? Who can you let me know who's taking scripture out of context? Anybody taking scripture out of context? I'm trying to see where you're going with this. Risa said, just want to prepare my child for atonement. Yes. Corey said, yes, Rollo. That's true. It's a lot of women that are savages as well. Yeah. So don't be in paranoia, y'all. Don't be schizophrenic. Don't be afraid of standing up for what's right. I just wanted to show y'all a brief of the Charlie Kirk past and exposing many of these people. We're going to get right to tomorrow or during the Sunday, sometime during the week. We're going to get into more stuff that's going on in New York, Chicago, LA. There's so much content I got to do. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And thank y'all for the support, whether it be Cash App. Thank y'all for the support on the Cash App. And once again, thanks to Bridget for the support on the Super Chat. Y'all make sure y'all respect Mrs. Bridget. You know, I say, you know what, I'm a surprise, give a wrench. And I have seen her over by other conservative channels. You know, she's very known in the conservative community by ABL. You know, I think you have a wrench by ABL. I think she has a wrench by ABL, a couple of other counterpart brother conservatives, my white brothers, my black brothers, a couple of Latino conservatives she watched. So I appreciate her for coming over here. She's very well known in the conservative community, and she has a lot of ties to certain people. So for her to come over here and take a look at my channel and to support, I appreciate that because I know she's a woman of her word, just like many of you ladies and fellas are. So Forever Studios, enjoy the game. We will see y'all in the playoffs. The Mets is going to kick a lot of people's behinds. They're going to win the World Series. I'm putting my money on the Mets to win the whole thing this year, finally. Don't disappoint me, Mets. Y'all all have a great weekend and great night. So looking forward to seeing y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for viewing. Thank y'all for getting the likes up. Brenda, thank you for tuning in. Keystone, thank you for tuning in. Corey, thank you for tuning in. Forever Studio, Rizza, Mrs. Eldridge, she was the first one here. Brenda, Lively Cuts, Jimmy, Keystone, and the rest of the crew. Thank y'all all for coming by. Yeah, take it easy out there. It's been a long day for me. I did a double shift, y'all. And so for me to have this energy to do this live stream, that's the Lord's doing. Because I did a double shift, y'all. I'm really out of it. I'm really out of it, y'all. I'm not going to lie, you know. So to have the energy, that's the Lord's doing because I've been up for wow. Honestly, I've been up for 19 hours, y'all. 19 hours, 16 hours in between drive to get a ride back and stuff. Oh, my goodness. I know this is the Lord's doing that. I'm up still. Because I was going to do it tomorrow or Sunday, this type of content. I'm glad I did it today. The Lord gave me the strength to get through. So with that said, I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Y'all take it easy. To my members only, I have some content. I'm looking forward to having more content for y'all. Got some surprises for y'all. Behind the scenes footage. Brown royalty to the people. We the business.